The '94 World Cup was a great experience. I think that it was very new to us. You know, Switzerland hadn't qualified for a tournament. Well, I think they played in '62 in Chile. But basically they hadn't qualified for a tournament for 20, 30 years and hadn't expected to either. So in that respect, I suppose we went into the tournament with people, A, delighted we made it, and B, not expecting too much from us. So when we didn't do that badly, you know, we achieved hero status. I remember the tournament very well. It was very well organised, of course. Very hot. Our first two games, in actual fact, were in Detroit, in the Silver Dome. It was played indoors. They changed the plastic pitch for a grass pitch, which they wheeled in to this massive dome where the Detroit Red Wings normally played their matches. And I think it was something like, they work in Fahrenheit in America. You have to do the translations, but it was 95 degrees Fahrenheit and something like 85, 90% humidity playing in there. Not to mention the smells of the popcorn and the hamburgers and the hot dogs. So it was a very unusual experience. So, and then of course our next game was in Palo Alto, and there we played at midday, and there the actual temperatures soared past 100 degrees in the bright sunlight. So, you know, we talk about Brazil and we talk about Manaus and how hot it's going to be, but certainly I remember America as being unbelievably hot in the matches we played. The only one that was played in more reasonable conditions was the one in Washington, where it was more like a European summer. It's always very difficult, I think, when people ask you, what have you learned in your career? It's very hard to put your finger on anything. But I think what you do find sometimes that situations arise and you feel more comfortable dealing with them and more comfortable finding a decision. Furthermore, all of us going to the World Cup, players, coaches, administrators, this is '94, it was new to all of us. You know, our administrators, our doctors, our physios, everybody. It was a really new experience taking Switzerland to a World Cup. That's never the case with England. When you go to a major tournament, there is so much experience about tournament football around me, and that makes my job as a coach that much easier.